Well, since I can't sleep, I was woke up again. I think it was a Skinwalker again. I recorded it, and I'll have it uploaded tomorrow. Well, today when I go to my doctor's office, and you'll hear it. I don't know. You guys tell me. Tell me if it's a raccoon. So I've been listening, catching up on my podcast. Up first, Ear Hustle. October 2nd, they uploaded the San Quentin election. They had like a mock election. You got to know that in your state, if you're on parole or you're not, some states will allow prisoners, I mean, prisoner, in people or ex felons, or uh, they, you got to know because some of them they'll still allow you to vote. Uh, you're not incarcerated, but you're on the free. The only time when you cannot vote is when you're incarcerated, and that's what Ear Hustle was talking about. And some of the people in prison, it's anywhere. Once you go out of prison, you cannot vote. But some states will allow felons, to vote. And I told that to Free J Rod or Johnny. No, uh, I think Texas will allow you to vote, but you gotta. I've seen it, but I just don't know. I told him I think Texas still allow you to vote even if we're out here on the free, and we're on parole. But you got but some states are different. That's what I told him. And I I'm glad. I think after I went to prison, got out of prison, and I got all my demons, taken care of. I'm more when I was like with the fire department and with all the my official positions, I was also not really, 100%. How would you say it? I wasn't proud of my race, or not my race, but my immigrant status. I got dual citizenship. I'm a Mexican citizen, and I'm also a a U.S. citizen. That's what I've been fighting to get my citizenship. And that's in September 4th. I went to go get my verification that I am who I am, so I can get my U.S. citizenship replaced, so I can get a state ID. And a lot of people there's like been like uh, uh, register your phone so we can call talk on over the phone. And I told these fools a long time ago, and before I started writing them, that right now I can't talk over the phone because Securus has to like want me to register my phone uh, with the system, and in order to do that, I have to have a valid state ID. And so, and I think I'm at that real point where I'm just frustrated. So I went off on a couple people, and there's ones of people that trying to use me for my money, and those are the ones I went off. I might write them later. I write them on, send them a letter, like a letter explaining. But a lot of these people know that I'm uh under a lot of stress, with my PO, and then the habeas corpus, and the uh the DA from original convictions, has control over uh of my what's going on over here, and I think that's where Senator Langford got involved, and that's why I got all my my cell phone and my tablet returned to me. So, but I'm waiting on this magistrate judge, the state of Texas Attorney General's office took 90 days on a police report, and I spent like over 300 pages of evidence, documents showing what was wrong, what they did, and they're classifying me as wrong. Because, anyways, um, so I'm just kind of frustrated. Plus, on my health, and tomorrow or later today, the company that refused to take me to the Walmart pharmacy is the one's gonna come pick me up today. It's got the same itinerary for go to the same cardiologist after the appointment. Go to Walmart to pick up medication, and I send the copy of the itinerary to my brother, my younger brother. He's the one that came, rescued me. So he knows, now that if something happens, he'll like, say something. And I think he's also getting tired, like, of what they're doing. I mean, so it's kind of like, you know, all, it's kind of like you know, they won't let me have that right. And now that I'm not incarcerated, why deny me that right that I'm allowed? I mean, anyways, uh, you know, I'm gonna answer some of the questions, and I'll send the email later or do an episode. But uh, I've been fighting for my wrongful conviction since I was signed that the plea agreement. I filed nolo contendere. I signed with the judge. I told her I was, no, I didn't, I told everybody, I didn't say I was guilty. I said I was nolo contendere. Nolo contendere is not, you don't play, you're not pleading guilty or not guilty. And I've posted on a previous episode about, I forgot what it's actually called, but if you look on nolo contendere, if you waive that right for nolo contendere, also, if you have a victim or people can't come back and file a civil lawsuit on you. Since mine is a computer crime, I don't have no victim, but I filed nolo contendere because I just signed the plea agreement because of my medical. I entered TDCJ with medical complications. My first grievance was about my valve, my INR. I had blood clots. They didn't do anything until I got to Ramsey. And then from Ramsey, uh, I've been going back and forth. Like I said, on previous episodes, I said I went to Ellis, the Walls unit, Estelle. Estelle was where I got sexually assaulted because I went to go pick up a CPAP machine, and then the Nigerian sergeant, didn't like the fact that I was, contradicting his authority, or like, I told him, yes, Estelle is a 24-hour medical unit. I'm having chest pains. You have to, get me medical care, and he denied me, and so I won't get into that, but I went to Estelle, uh, Win unit. That's one of my friends is over there right now. Uh, Gory, Jonay, McConnell, Cofield, or Connolly. Well, the prison where all the Texas 7 escaped, I've been to that prison, that unit. And to solve that problem, all they did was put a bar down. the bus driver has to get out, uh, remove that bar so they can so the bus can go to intake. So you'll be surprised. And here and there, Texas is the prison system too. They do a lot of movement, and a lot of these people, these characters, they're serving life sentences or death row, so they'll take any advantage, and some of it, the ones that escape, you'll see like you'll see it on the news, and those are the ones. But it took him finally until like I can't remember which one where he escaped. I don't remember his name. I think it was Lopez. I think. Well, he was on medical chain. He was coming from. Oh shoot! Hang on, not Holiday. Hughes unit. A Hughes unit is like a maximum unit, and not a lot of these people. Not, when I say people, these are their officers. They don't do the pat down. They don't do all. They don't follow protocol, and they always blame that there's not enough staff. No, it's because they just don't care. uh, so and they only had like two, an officer in the back of the bus, and an officer, the driver. That was it. When I was coming home, they when I finally realized they were sending me home, because no, they didn't tell me. They just said that you're on medical. They didn't say that I was going home. If that was the case, I would have brought all my legal paper stuff. And they did it for the fact because they knew I had like a legal box, and that legal box had about 7,000 pages of evidence because it's on the Martinez report. Well, anyways, ever since then, I was uh, uh, when I finally got to LeBlanc, even though I have like numerous grievances, letters, I wrote to ACLU Texas, Texas Prison Right, the Prison Show, LULAC, Texas Attorney General's office, all the newspapers, the Houston Chronicle, Dallas Morning News. Uh, I finally filed my first clemency in 2021 because I told the I no when I filed clemency I was telling the sentence was too harsh for a first time offense, and uh, what else did I because they told me my court appointed attorney said, "Oh, you qualify. You already heard served a year and 3 months. By the time you get to TDCJ, they'll just kick you out." That's the only reason why I signed the plea agreement. If not, I would have fought it. Even if I fought it, they they even though I know now that the district attorney was working, had his hands on it since the very first time of the traffic stop, and I have documentation proof. And that's why the federal district court is taking a while on it because it's all messed up. It's all messed up, all from Oregon, Texas, and Oklahoma. It should have been handled as a federal because the U.S. Marshal is involved. Even though the report shows, even though I sent it to, it said that the detective said the marshal said the FBI didn't want to take it. Hello, U.S. Marshals handle anybody that crosses state lines or and have a warrant for their arrest. So, anyways, I thought that was in June 2021. No, July 2021. After I finally kind of settled down, because even though when I first got there in April, I got I got sexually abused by one of the inmates, and they didn't do anything about it. So I was fighting it. When I finally got a chance to do something about it, it was on July 2021, when I filed my June 2021 is when I filed my first clemency. And the county judge sent it back, denied, which is good, I have, documentation on it. Then I started filing my 1107, my first one. No, no, no. Yeah, the first one because you have to go through the system, and the Texas Court of Appeals denied without review, something like that. So and that was in 2021. And then 20 then, so about July again. July when I started looking, I filed again. I'm going. This is when I was going through the law library and getting these books. I don't know from squat. If you go to the law library, they have all these books. You know, all these books, and then they have an officer that will check this uh, LexisNexis for you, or shepherds. He calls shepherds. Uh, but you have to know what to put down to what you want. And so you're trying to look for some information on a needle in a haystack. All these books. And so that's why it took me a while. So when I filed again on my second clemency. So I filed clemency first before I did the habeas corpus. I mean, the 1107. And after the second 1107, no, the clemency, I started doing the 1107. Got that back, sent another one. Because you're supposed to do two 1107s before you can file the 2254. So ever since then, when I first got into the prison system, but I got detained because my health was more important. And I find out that I kept telling them that my INR is off, and then when I filed, when the federal district court asked why didn't you file on time or what, and I said, well, the prison delayed me. They did not delayed me. They, what's that term? Give me a minute. I haven't really, my brain's like, tired. Uh, there's a word for it where it's not like detained. It's more like, kind of like, it's similar to distraction, but it's not distraction. It's more like, hmm. Give me a minute, because I know it's just not detained. No. Well, anyways, it's because of my medical. And I told her just I have 6,000, about about 7,000 pages of, um, I can't remember. It's not detained or any, it's more like, I'll save it for another episode. But anyways, and so I admit that's how I did my documentation. So I've been always fighting. I did my clemencies and I did this. I asked for help. I even wrote to the Innocent Project, but those were like people with like murders and this. So and plus they get a lot. It's tired. That's why I kind of like did it on my own. As soon as I got that tablet and I started researching and looking for information that will help me out, and I'm more of a computer, like computer geek than I am um what do you call it, a book geek. Because the book, the books, it's a longer process, and that's what they want. That's what Texas want. They want you to get tired, like researching. Cause as soon as I got that tablet, shoot, I found everything I wanted to find out about, and that's why I said that. I said the IAT in that trial. The IAT is aggravated robbery and charges, and that's what they have me under, and they can't do that. It wasn't available until 2023, and I got the conviction in 2018. So this is one of those things. Uh, So that's why I'm tired. Yeah, I try to like try to update my episodes, but sometimes it gets a little um tired, and that's why um I try to try to teach, but right now I get distracted. But that's all. I don't trust. It's kind of like why post my stuff on the social media. They up on a podcast, and but I think that's why I kind of I don't put focus. When I first started doing this, oh yeah, I was I had like a lot more views and like people listening actually. But since after the on May after May 2020, that kind of uh not slowed me down. I just lost the spunk, to work on uh doing what I'm doing. So uh I've always said that make sure you register to vote, and then when the time comes, vote. And even if you're on parole or some sort of probation, you still have the right to vote. It depends on what state you're in. You gotta do background on it. Read up on it. I think Oklahoma allows if you're on parole, you can vote. But Texas, I don't think Texas you can. But you have to follow. Read into it. You might ask an attorney. But I watched that uh the inaugurate not inauguration where the I forty Shane Baum, I can't remember her, how do you say her name, but she was sworn in as president. I was watching that. It was on broadcast live on social media, and I said, no, I've noticed that none of the networks are talking about it, because it is a first female president, and Mexico is real culturally, man is the man, runs everything. So now you have a female president. So I was kind of like, okay, we'll see how this goes. And I started already. I believe since I got all my demons, everything worked out. I'm more and everything that's going on too. It's like I try to do something, and it's all of a sudden I get is how do you say it? I get tested, and my brother and my sister kind of gets a little upset because it's like they kind of see what's going on, and and I'm not, health wise too is I can't go through all this stress again. These shows too, I went through had uh ITT where they had the ultrasound go down through my throat so I can get a uh the test done on my valve. And so it's it's not one thing, it's another. But I've been watching that. Make sure you vote, register. I think you still got time. Um, Another thing too. You kind of keep track on my YouTube. If I don't post anything on Spotify, go check out my YouTube. I'll post a link in the description. That's where I post all my clips on my skinwalker. That's why I'm up right now because I was even though I slept all day, I'm tired, and so I was I heard something woke me up. So yeah, my flashlight and my camera, my cell phone camera, I'm ready. I'm like, so I'll post it up later when I go to my doctor's because I'll have Wi-Fi, and so I don't know. I think I might have some. Think I just needed a break, because uh, October is my favorite. uh, favorite month of the year. Not only because it's Halloween, it's because it's my birthday falls under in October 4th, and I'll be 51. And my friends over in prison are LeBlanc. They said that I don't know what cream that is, and if, well, it helps. It's uh keep at it because it's like I guess I. But then again, when I was in prison though, I was like more like how would you say it? Putting up a mask, like a mask, like not a mask. My guards, my shield. I didn't, take care of myself. I made myself look ugly because I'd like already been sexually abused at LeBlanc, sexually abused over at Jonay, and you can look it up. Uh, all my cases because I sent it. I sent I guess there's something going on in Garza West. My friend um, emailed me or sent me a JPEG. It's like, hey, can you and he told me what's going on. But so I sent a message to Texas Inmate Family Association, Tifa, and then LULAC. So I'm waiting on them to let me know what's going on. I know what's going on, but I just can't say it until I know for sure. Um, so they're working on it, and I'm surprised that one of the Tifa people called, I mean, emailed me, and so they're looking into it. So I also got an email to Texas Prison Community Association Corrections or Community. I remember telling you guys on my previous episodes, um, naming all the organizations to be involved in, because if you have family members in prison, Texas prison, I should say, uh, they advocate for the air conditioning, medical, and stuff like that. And they send me an email, so I got to keep tabs on. I don't know what's going on because I like I'm taking a break. Um, I got like I like I said I all my podcasts for like up first and the daily ear hustle that they did a segment on who they're voting in San Quentin, and they did the in-house voting. Uh, Most of the inmates there in San Quentin are voting for. If they would have if they were able to vote, they would, and all everybody was voting for Kamala Harris. So, but you got to remember too, these people in San Quentin, the Kamala Harris is the one they either prosecuted them or was the attorney general which denied their habeas corpus. So, um, so but they still overlooked that fact and then voting for Kamala Harris. But I'm drinking coffee already. Uh, I don't know. They were supposed to do uh, an echocardiogram and a stress test, a nuclear stress again. And but the company that was supposed to take me changed because I was supposed to go Tuesday, and I went and checked the on Monday when I got back for my doctor's appointment and seeing it was a different company. And so here I was waiting on Tuesday for it. So I called, and then it's like, oh man. So I didn't get to go. Uh, Tomorrow I'm going to get the Holter test, go to the cardiologist, then go to the Walmart pharmacy. And guess who's taking me? The same company that didn't want to take me. And the same company that I'm already ready to. I've been like, you should see my desk. I might take a picture of it to show you how stack of papers. When my PO comes, he kind of goes in, goes out because he knows that I'm working on something, and I don't have to tell him. It's like I already told him a long time ago that I have uh, I got like civil litigations that are open, and I have habeas corpuses that are open, and he knows that after like Senator Langford got involved, his office got involved. That's when he gave me back my two cell phones and my tablet, and said that nothing illegal was found. And I looked at him as like, seriously, I told you a long time ago I don't have data. You told me I cannot have data. Well, he found out that I've, did a motion and affidavit that by him taking my cell phones and telling me also I have no data is a violation of my First Amendment, and it's also and the Supreme Court. It's on previous episodes. Uh, Says that SOs cannot be denied internet access, and even Oklahoma, the OSBI says that there's you cannot deny us. So, and I said that I put it in the affidavit, and that's why the Oklahoma Attorney General got involved. And so I'm just uh, waiting on the federal district court. And as soon as they everything's gonna be on voting in my favor. I'm just waiting on them so I can continue and doing on, continue the lawsuit with the officials. Like I said, it goes to these dirty hands from Oregon, Texas, and Oklahoma, and that's why the judge is going through everything to see who, what, where, because she knows I'm filed this lawsuit against the officials in the state of each state too. I'm not just suing I'm just not suing like the people of the officials. I'm suing also the state of the state of Texas, state of Oregon, and the state of Oklahoma because they also violated my constitutional rights and all due process, and I broke it down like why and how, and, and that's why the judge is like too scared to let it go, vote in my favor because it opens up a big can of worms and vote goes in my favor, and I'm suing the United States of America too because the U.S. Marshal was involved. But it's all if you go on my previous episodes, you'll see all the case law. I mean the the docket number and the website where you can get it for free. Look it up. I mean, just see it where it's at, and it's all public record. And I already paid. You know, on top of my medications, I'm stressed out because my some of these medications are don't. It's not like cheap. Some of it's like for just for my UTI because he switched it over to a different kind, and that none of the insurance will cover it. Not even the RX, good RX. It was $36 until the lady goes, "You can get this over the counter for $6." It's like, why didn't you tell me? And so that's what I've been taking. And I also bought TikTok. I bought the goalie for I can't remember. It's the gummy thingies. So I ordered that because some of the I'm trying to get some of the stuff that's cheap to now that I can't get it. Like my insurance won't cover it. Something's going on, and I just kind of need if because I have to wait another for my the colonoscopy. The GI doctor. I find out that since I in 2010, no, she said 2014. He went and checked me out because I was, like I said, I told the the uh, the disability attorney in the billing department with the GI doctor told him, I filed an appeal because most of the appeal that they don't want to pay is when I was more severe, and they made me work because I make too much money. If not too much money, I had this warrant out of Oregon, and Oregon wouldn't extradite, and Texas wouldn't, uh, serve it or charge me until 2018. All this and I come to find out, and that's what I filed two ethics complaint on the old attorney who is now Department of Oregon, the Department of Justice of Oregon, Attorney General. She's a big dog, and I filed an ethics complaint on her, and then I think he's still current, the district attorney over there, uh, he prosecuted me on a deficient warrant. You can't do that, uh, and that's ex post facto double jeopardy. And the state of Oregon state bar, they're like, oh crap. So I see that's why I'm kind of tired. It's like I can do all this paperwork all stacked up, and then I almost cussed, and these fools from this company that's going to pick me up tomorrow didn't want to take me to Walmart after a scheduled trip, and I talked to the Department of Justice, Health and Human Service investigator. He's like, uh, they uh, it's like, well, I don't think you have a claim. It's like, I don't care if I have a do or not. I don't need your guys' help. You guys paid them to take me to the pharmacy and they denied me. It's on the schedule. I have documentation shows that I was scheduled and they denied me. They said no. The Oklahoma State Authority was on the phone and they still said no. And you can even do documentation. I called and complained. And I talked to the Oklahoma Authority too. And after that, he's like, and she looked, it's like, yeah, you should have gone. They didn't. And look, all this is what I'm suffering. And I told the investigators, I don't need your guys' help. All I know that under the ADRA or ADAARA, that company is getting federal funding because they got all these notices posted in their vehicles. And I filed a title, whatever it is, with this company, and they haven't called me. They haven't sent an email. They haven't said anything. And every time when I get scheduled with them, because Oklahoma assigns which company is going to take me to this appointment or whatever, a doctor's appointment or to the pharmacy. I don't pick and choose. They're the ones that says, and they're the ones, and Oklahoma, which gets funding from the federal government, so I can go get it. They were discriminatory or failed to accommodate for my appointment. And they take me to the cardiologist, but they refused to take me to Walmart. And so tomorrow I text my brother. It's like, if they haven't changed it, they're gonna come take me and pick me up according to the app. So I'll let you know. We'll see what happens. And so, but there's a lot of stuff that has been going on, and with health wise, I'm trying. Besides the gummies, I got the I already forgot what it's called. It's kind of like you clean out your gut system. That's what I need. All this, I think I probably got parasites in my belly, because I had like 6 polyps removed. The biggest one was 20 millimeters. So they said every 3 years. I mean, 3 years to get another one. Well, I'm just going through the symptoms again. So, and once they cut you, your intestine, or your colon, you have to have these follow-ups. If not, so I've been like uh, delays again. It's always the same thing as in prison. I was complaining, and as soon as I got in, and I told everybody's like, the only reason why I got the colonoscopy, both of them, 2 emergency ones, is because I was in COVID ICU and I passed bloody stool and a tissue. Not just a stool, but also tissue. Something was going on. And sure enough, instead of one of those 1 gallon electrolyte, whatever it is, I had to take, well, the first one, it goes, no, I only removed one, but we need to do another one. We need to clean you out because I don't, yeah, 'cause, like I am like right now, I think I need to get cleaned out again. I had to drink two of those 1 gallon on that same, I started drinking it at 3 a.m. so I can be ready at 5 a.m. So 3 a.m. I've been drinking that, and then by the time 5 a.m. I'm like, ugh. And I didn't get, I think I had the procedure at 8 a.m. So yeah, but trying to keep on tabs, but I'm just, I even bought like, like I say, I'm switching around to like, on my topics is like, that's why I kind of like haven't really posted anything. I'm kind of glad that YouTube Studio, sent that, copyright infringement thing. I think it's just kind of like I need to step back a little bit, and just focus on me. I'm a medical right now, and I'm just waiting on some legal stuff that I'm waiting on. But October 4th is my birthday, and October 31st on Halloween will be 1 year since I've been on parole. My freedom is not free. I should take that back because I'm free when I get off the GPS and off of off of uh, mandatory supervision. Just I'll end it. I just wanted to post something like another what's going on. Still got the skinwalker like who distracting me, waking me up. But I'll post the video when I go to my doctor's office. It's a lot quicker to upload it with the Wi-Fi. But anyway, I'll end it for right now. I think it's like what 30 minute. Yeah, oops, 41 minutes. Okay, well, I'll end it there. Um, we got a first female president in Mexico, and I'm proud to be Mexican, uh, Mexican American. Uh, oh, I've been also watching the RuPaul Global All Stars. Um, um, Galavero. Oh, I just kind of swoon. I follow him now, or her on Instagram. So uh, Tessa's another one. I don't know, something about, I don't know. I just his personality. I guess I'm attracted to that. But God of War, I was rooting for him, but at the very end, I knew he was going to get uh, kicked off because he wasn't. I don't know. He wasn't slaying, and he's kind of like knew I was. I think he was getting tired. Um, but yeah, I've been trying to catch up on the RuPaul, trying to catch up on my episodes, trying to catch up on the emails. But anyway, I'll end it. I'll see what I post again later. All right, ciao. Have fun. Pray with that CC and have hope, and never give up. And always vote. Register to vote. You haven't registered, and vote when you have the right to vote. And if you don't like what happens because you didn't vote, you have no right to say it or complain. Because I'll tell you, I told you so. Anyways, ciao.